2, 3, go.
Hey guys, so Jack Jones from ISI Training, or Iron Sharpens Iron Training, LLC. I wanted to show you guys a few things. I'm going to start doing these little short videos on security and personal defense and security and stuff like that. So taking my wife out to eat tonight, and I'm going to show you how to approach a parking lot of like a mall or anywhere in a public venue that you need to keep and elevate your your surveillance detection or your situational awareness. So I'm sitting here at the light, I'm watching my mirrors. I've got 3 mirrors that I can watch. I'm just kind of constantly scanning because right now I'm in a transitional spot. I'm stopped. I am at a vulnerability because I have the vehicles around me. If someone wanted to carjack me, they could bump me or something like that and try to come up and say, hey, we had a wreck, pull over or whatever, yank me out of my vehicle. So the main thing is to watch your mirrors, try to keep a safety cushion between you and the other vehicles in front of you. So the thing is, when you're at a stoplight or a stop sign and there's a vehicle in front of you, being able to see over your hood, seeing the bottom of the tires of the vehicle in front of you gives you enough distance to be able to get out left or right. Always leave yourself an avenue of escape if you can. If you're on a 4-lane road, try to stay in the passing lane. That way you have a way to go to turn lane, or you got an avenue of escape. So anyway, we're turning back into the parking lot here. So the first thing I'm doing before I decide to park is I'm gonna just kind of take a slow roll into the parking lot. I'm gonna look around. I might even drive around just a little bit to kind of scan. So one of the things that I love that Pat McNamara says is do your 5 and your 25. You always want to scan up close to you because a closer threat is more dangerous to you than a further off threat. So all I'm gonna do is just kind of drive around the parking lot, see what's going on, see what my environment's telling me, how people are acting, kind of get a baseline for what's going on. And then try to avoid the potholes too, pothole defense. So I'm just kind of driving around looking, I'm seeing where I am. One of the things I might want to do is be careful, see what direction the sun's facing so it doesn't blind me as I'm getting out of the parking lot, out of my vehicle into the parking lot, to not blind me and be in my eyes so that I can't see, maybe possibly see a threat as he approaches. So I've kind of circled around the parking lot. This parking lot's not super busy today, and I kind of like that. I always go to frequent restaurants that I go to a lot because I know my escape routes. So one of the things I do if I'm here, if my wife will take a look over here to the right, you'll see a light pole there. During the nighttime, I want to try to park as close to the business as I can in a well-lit spot, but try to park off for a little way distance from the other vehicles so you've got a clear field of view to see what's going on around you. So again, as I pull in, I'm going to just sit here for a second. I don't want to stay inside my vehicle too long. Make sure my doors are locked. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here for just a second. I'm going to check my 5. So Pat Mac's talking about 5 yards around you, something that close. And then I'm going to start looking out beyond that. Start doing my scan, kind of look at my mirrors to see what's going on around me, see if anybody's approaching me. Now, in vehicles, the best, it's the same thing for police officers as it is for criminals to attack you. With police officers, they're trying to keep themselves from getting shot as they're coming up to do a car stop. Is to approach from the back, okay, and come up on the side of you, okay, and just kind of cut the angles down that you can see them. So when you're here, you want to keep your mirrors to where you can see out and see close to the vehicle in case somebody gets down low and tries to sneak up on the side of the vehicle. And then you want to kind of turn your mirrors down a little bit. If you're trying to watch something that's going on that's funny in the parking lot and you decide that you don't need to leave or you're trapped in, you can take your mirrors and kind of move them around and use your mirror to scan out behind you, okay? So those are just little things you can do. But when you get to the parking lot, you don't want to sit in it too long, okay? You want to scan, do what you need to do, and get out and get inside. Again, this is all transitional spaces as you're leaving your vehicle, going to your place that you're going into. We call it area of vulnerability. From here to there is going to be a spot where I'm open to attack. So again, make sure your doors are locked when you first park. Scan before you get out. Make sure you have all your stuff that you need, that you don't linger inside the car as you're getting out, because it's when you're most vulnerable. If I know that I'm going into an area that could be bad, as working as a police officer or as a paramedic, we're not for sure we're going into a scene, I always take my seatbelt off just in case I need to be able to DD out of the vehicle, evac as fast as I can, bail out. So if someone was approaching my vehicle, if I'm sitting here, like if I'm in the ambulance or as a police officer years ago, someone started to approach, I would usually just drive off or something like that. But one of these things I can do what they call an undercover draw. This is why I like the ankle holster, is I can take my left hand and I can be looking around scanning, and I'm slowly just pulling up my pants, clearing the holster. And then all I can do is bring my other hand up nicely, pop the gun, the snatch loose, and then I've fed the gun to my hand and never covered myself. And so this gun is now pointed down in a safe direction, not covering me. The only problem I've got to do is be careful of the steering wheel, so I can either bring it around or I can bring it back, retract it, and then go straight out with it. In this case, I'm just scanning if someone approached me. They didn't see me get my gun out. They don't even know that I have it in my hand. Another thing would be to carry a gun in your vehicle that you could get to either in your, your lovely glove box here or up here. I used to know a guy used to carry a little 9mm right here, holstered up there, just as a quick access gun in case something happened, you were to get carjacked. Anyway, these are just some small tips. You guys throw some more stuff down in the comments, things you do. Let's be a knowledge transfer channel, and and just be safe. Keep your head on a swivel, keep your situational awareness up, and be careful out there. Thank you guys. Y'all take care. Have a great day. God bless.